Right, as promised, this is the video that I'm going to be talking about the Brentford game, and it's one of those games where it's been a 1-1 draw for quite a while now. Every time we play them, we end up 1-1 draw, and to be honest, it looked like it was going to be the same again. I mean, the team that we put out was very similar to the two previous games that we've played this season, and obviously Will Hughes and França and Elise are still injured, so it was going to be more of the same really, which I was kind of expecting. And we had Raksaki on the bench again, which was good to see, and I was hoping that he would get a few game minutes as well. Unfortunately, that didn't happen, but it was an okay game. I mean, we worked hard. I think first half, I think everyone who saw the game would understand that things weren't entirely working out. I mean, the midfield three were really good. Eze was okay. He was trying to make things happen, trying to get the balls forward and trying to make stuff happen in the box. But again, being the only real creative player that we've got at the moment, he's being targeted much the same as Wilfried Zaha was when he was here. So, it's one of those situations where he's trying to get into the box, trying to make stuff happen, but people, obviously other clubs, see him as the main threat. So it makes it difficult for him then to go on and do other things. Okay, so in terms of the first half, we were kind of, a little bit under the cosh at certain points, and they were trying to break us down quite quickly. That's where the goal came on 18 minutes. It was a good goal. I mean, to be fair, it was a good goal. He came in on the right hand side. He came in on the left hand side, I should say. Right foot shot into the top corner of the goal. Could Johnson have saved it? Well, I'm not entirely sure. I mean, it was perhaps savable in some aspects, but in other aspects you think, well, maybe not, had quite a lot of pace and bend on it. So that was after 18 minutes we were a goal down, which was a bit of a disappointment, but it wasn't a complete failure after that point. I think we did try to get back into the game quite hard, and we worked hard to try and create chances and make things happen. AU, I thought, had another good game on that side. I think that he has, he seems to have stepped up a little bit under Roy Hodgson. He seems to be playing a little bit better. He's trying to get crosses in and things like that. So it was working really well. Second half, because the first half was pretty much as it was, second half things were a little bit better because we changed formation a little bit, and that allowed Eze to have a bit more freedom outside on the wing, and it gave us a bit more freedom to express our playing and things like that, and we started to make things happen, started to get into the game a bit more and start to create a few chances. Now obviously Brentford didn't let us have it all our own way. They still tried to come and make it 2-0, but thankfully that didn't happen. And then right at the death, we well, not say right at the death, but certainly late on in the game, there was a good little interchange between Joachim Andersen, and he got forward and he made the run into the box and he got the ball back, and then it was a lucky shot. I mean, don't know whether he was trying to go across the goal or what he was trying to do, but he put his foot out, he went through the keeper's legs amongst a kind of tangle of him and the defender, and went into the back of the net. I mean, it kind of dribbled into the back of the net really. It was one of those goals that's very fortunate. It's a bit of luck that we've had there, but I'll take a bit of luck in situations like this. I think, we were playing well, and I think we probably deserved to go 1-1 at that point. So, who knows? I think it shows a little bit of a weakness in terms of our striking threat. Edouard did okay, and Mateta came on later, and it was pretty much the same as it has been before. No real bite to our attacking threat, which is a bit of a shame. I think we've got players who can cross the ball in. AU is actually a really good crosser of the ball and gets the ball into dangerous areas. We just don't have the people that can convert it into goals. So obviously, if you look on paper and you see Joachim Andersen scoring the equaliser, you think to yourself, well, what's the situation? Andersen, to his credit, had a fantastic game. He played really well, won a lot of the headed duels, was spraying the ball around the pitch quite well, trying to get himself a bit further forward, and I thought that he actually had a really good game. Ward had a decent game, but he was getting caught a couple of times here and there, and maybe this is a sign that he's starting to slow down. He's starting to, life in the Premier League is starting to catch up with him. Who knows? We'll have to wait and see how the games go and how he continues to progress. Tarek Mitchell was okay again. He had a decent game. It wasn't the Tarek Mitchell of old that we've seen a couple of seasons ago, but he did okay. I think that the other players did quite well as well. Obviously, you got Lerma and Doucouré in the middle. They worked really hard again, as they always do. Eze was trying his best to create chances for us, but it wasn't really going to happen for him on that day. Schlupp was a little bit ineffective. I think he didn't really work out for him, but which is a shame. But sometimes he has good games where he creates a lot of things and starts movements and gets into good positions, and other games he kind of just drifts around and doesn't really do very much. This was pretty much one of those games where he drifted around, didn't really make much of an impact on the game. Obviously, the situation with everything that's going on in terms of injuries and stuff like that, we do need a striker, which I think everyone is fully aware of. But whether we will get one before the end of the transfer window remains to be seen. Now, obviously, you've got Lerma, who is playing well in the midfield there. Doucouré is playing well in the midfield there. Hopefully, Doucouré won't be going anywhere, neither will Eze. So we've got the makings of a good team, and we've got the structure of a good team there. And I think when Elise comes back and when Will Hughes comes back, it will give us a little bit more of a different angle and different dimension. But that doesn't mean that we don't still need a striker, because I think we desperately do. Those are my thoughts on the game. I hope you were watching it and that you enjoyed it as well. Let me know down in the comments, as always, what your thoughts are on the game. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to continue watching Crystal Palace news on here, and think about becoming a channel member, where I'm going to start doing live streams and things like that, and you get shout outs, get priority questions answered in the comment section and stuff like that. So don't forget to check that out on my channel page as well if you want to become a channel member, and I'll see you next time.